guys, today I'm going to be reviewing the book The Romanov Bride by Robert Alexander. This is one of my favorite historical fiction novels. When I first got introduced to this book, I was kind of on I want to read novels about the Romanov dynasty phase, and I was like, I was kind of burnt out on reading, this was a few years ago, I was kind of burnt out on reading about the Tsar and his immediate family. I'm like, okay, I've read this, and this. I want to read more about the extensive family. And that is what brought me to this book maybe 3 or 4 years ago. And I got it on audio, and I kind of read a little snippet of it on Amazon before I bought it, and I knew that it was about Grand Duchess Elizabeth, who was the sister of the Empress Alexandra. But then it's funny, I got to reading, got the book on Barnes & Noble, and it was an audio, and I had to wait for it to be delivered, and I'm like, okay, it's finally here. But then I looked at the narrator, and I noticed that the main narrator that they put on there was a guy. I'm like, okay, this is going to be either really, really amazing or really, really weird, because I knew it was told mostly through the point of view of the main character, Elizabeth. And so I'm like, I waited for this book, so I'm going to, get it. And like I said before, it was one of my favorite books. And what's the story? The story, I didn't realize this when I first bought it. It was told through 2 points of view. We have Pavel, who was a future Bolshevik participant, I guess I could say it that way. And he, he's trying to exterminate all of the Romanovs. And then it's also through the point of view of Elizabeth. The story starts off in 1905, and it talks about her, mainly, the main story is her becoming a nun and really giving up all of her possessions and really helping the people. She thought that that's what God called her to do. And I think that that's wonderful. That takes a lot of courage and things like that to do such things, to take care of the poor. And I really love that story. And that's basically the plot of the book. I don't want to give too much away, even though you can probably read a Wikipedia article and figure all this stuff out. What I liked about the book, one thing that really stood out to me was Pavel, the Bolshevik Bolshevik member. I really loved how they showed how he became that way, and that he just wasn't like some evil Satan baby, that they have an event, and that event totally changed his life and his outlook, and he wasn't always a Bolshevik member, And I wish more books and more movies focused on why someone is this way, because people just don't start out that way. People just don't start out such and such way. They're shaped that way, and this particular event shaped his life, and I really liked seeing that. I don't think books, any books or movies, really cover that in great detail. They just show, oh, this person's bad. I really can't think of any books that I've read that focus on why this person is bad and how he was shaped or she was shaped. So I really loved seeing that, and I loved the story of Elizabeth and how she really gave all her things that she had to help the less fortunate because they really needed it, and that really speaks volumes to me even now. One thing I did notice reading this again was that Pavel he kind of gave this stalkery vibe when he's kind of tracked, because he's trying to exterminate everybody, but he keeps coming back to Elizabeth, and he kind of gives this stalker vibe. He's like, well, I don't know how I ended up here by her convent, and I'm like, wow, he's kind of a creeper. He's kind of a creeper. But, and I was like, okay, reading this the second time, like, he did, it's kind of a creeper. So, but overall, that's the only thing I really had trouble with, and that's just character. That has nothing to do with the book itself, like how it was written. That's just a character thing, but, you have good and bad characters, so. So that was the only real issue. It's been my favorite book for years. I even have it on this iPad that I'm filming on right now. So, I think Robert Alexander does a lot of research, and he really, you can really hear the different voices of the characters, and he just overall does a great job, and I just wish he would write more books, because he's really, really good at it. So, Robert Alexander, if you come across this, please write more Romanov books. Thank you. Please. Okay, so that's basically all I have to say about this book. Now I'm going to give you guys an update. I'm going to start something new. I'm going to still do book reviews, but I'm going to start something new. I'm thinking of doing video responses to religious videos, because that's really something that I'm passionate about. I'm probably going to focus on, I know I'm going to focus on Christianity, because, that I have the most experience with living in the United States and living where I live. And so I'm thinking of doing that, but I don't know when I'm gonna do my first video, but I do, because that's really something that I'm passionate about. I just think that religion has caused a lot of problems, so I just want to kind of debunk some things that some of the religions have done, and so, like Christianity, I have a real problem with Christianity, not Christians themselves, but the teaching of Christianity I have a big problem with, and I was kind of sort of raised in it, not as much as some people, so I'm going to write. I'm going to maybe do some video responses of that. And also, I noticed that I got a few more subscribers. Y'all, if you guys are my subscribers, I'd like to know, leave in the comments section below, like, what video made you subscribe. I'd just like to know what people are interested in. And thumbs up if you like the video, and if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe and share my videos. Bye, guys.